See, can you see? And even each and every piglet got its all own space. They can't bite each other. This one is so dope, eh? So that is it. That's how I wanted it. Hi, my people. It's a boy. So I'm just in my pig pen and I'm trying to do something on the feeding trough. So what I'm trying to do is that I've realized that these piglets, the ones that I've chosen to remain with, and these piglets are just 2 months, but I'm just going to dispose this one and this one. I'm going to be left with the 3 ones. So I want to work on this feeding trough, whereby like these piglets won't be stepping on the feeding trough. So like I've cut these metal bars and I've placed them in a lull, whereby you can see like that piglet, each and every they are going to remain 3. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 slots. So I'm going to be feeding them, or the one will be feeding them from this area, not this other part. As you can see, the feeding trough is a bit it's a bit long, but I'm not going to fill this other part because the fins will be pond on this area. So each and every piglet will be feeding from one box, either this box, this one, or that one, and that one will prevent them from stepping on the fins. Even if they have to step, they will just be stepping in using the 4 front legs. Yeah, like because what they have been doing there before, when you pour fins on these trough, some will enter through like they will position them in a very bad manner. You'll find even some are just feeding when all their eggs are inside the trough, and I've noticed that that is usually one of the things that usually brings about diarrhea in piglets, whereby they step on their droppings and they step on their feed. You can see that piglet is just drinking some water from the nipple. Can you see? It is just biting the nipple and the water comes out. Can you see? So that's how they usually feed from the nipple. You can see it just bites the nipple. See the other one? Let's see. And the best thing with pigs, you can see like they have chosen that area. That's where they are. You can see these other places so clean. All around this place is so clean. So they usually take some. Mostly they usually prefer defecating or just placing their waste on mostly on the corners. So pigs are usually very clean. You can see like that corner, and this corner. That's where they are just going for their long call or their short call. But this other place where they eat from is just dry and so clean. And you can see, if you have I usually don't advise people to just be feeding the pigs from the same feeding trough you're using is the same that you are pouring water. You're giving them water to drink from. What you can do, you can start with that simple trough whereby you can be pouring water at the same time you feed them from the same feeding trough. But if you save some money, can you buy this nipple? This is what I usually call nipple. So you can see they are just biting. If you bite, water comes out. So that's how simple it is. If you bite, water comes out. So because they aren't that big, I've placed this stone so that they can step on it and to make it easy for them to drink from this nipple. So these are the piglets I've been left with. But today I'm selling 2 of them. I'm selling this one and this one, and so that I can bring more fins for the others. And you can see these are the mother. So like I was saying, you can see. So I want them to be feeding from. I want them to be feeding in where they are well alleged, whereby they are not just going to just be feeding when they are stepping on the feeding trough. So you can see. Pigs are usually very clean. You can see my piglets are so clean, super clean. So you can see like they usually urinate and go for their long and short call on that far corner and this corner. So and like I was saying, you see these are how they usually take their water. So they usually place on the nipple. When they place on the nipple, the water comes out and they take. So let's see if they are going to. Let's see. You can see that one want to. You can see that's how they usually do. Wow, that's good. You can see I've placed this stone because they aren't big, yeah, they are just piglet, 2 months old, to help them step on this stone and drink some water. Like you have seen that this piglet, the way it was doing, it steps on this stone and just places the nipple. So when you are starting, you can start whereby you are, like I am sent, maybe I've sent that in my, when I was starting this video, whereby you can start with just one trough, feeding trough, where you'll be feeding the your pigs from the same trough. And after you are done, when you are done, you can pour some water there so that they can have some enough water to drink during the day. But if you save some good capital, just buy the nipples. Like you have seen that piglet drink from the nipple, it is so good, because for the nipple they usually take water anytime they want, and they usually take enough water. But you see, when you pour your water on the trough, they may dirtify the water. At the same time, you may forget, some of the days you'll just have to forget to give them enough water or to pour water. So you can see the nipple is the best way to go. And like I said, you can see where they usually place their droppings, that corner and that corner. Even that, the way you can see it is watery, that is their urine. You can see this other part is so dry, so they are enjoying. And you can see even they aren't fearing these pigs. This breed is so good. You can't imagine these piglets are just 2 months now, and you can see they are about almost 6 kgs. 6 kgs, that's good. So within some 2 months, I expect them to be they'll be having a lot of kgs, and but I don't intend to take any of them to the slaughter. For this one, I have 1 male and 2 females. I'll be serving them, but I'll get a different boar. This is their brother, so this one won't be able to serve them. So maybe I may interchange with someone who got a good breed. We may interchange this male, but this one and this one, and this, you can see this is the male, This is the male. You can see the male reproductive system. Yep, and this is the female. I love this one because of the dot, the black spot. So I want to, for the parent, these are the sows that I have. This time loud, I want to give them. I want to try a high, or leave it if I won't be able to have the enough capital to get the high, because it's a bit expensive. I'm going to take them to someone who got because I slaughtered my boy, my male pig. I'm going to take them to someone who got a duloc. I want you can see even this one got some black spot. Like I usually love the duloc breed, because of the black color or the black spot. So that's why I retain this one. I love the black spot. Yeah, so you can see this one will limit them from, you can see like this one I would be standing on this, it would be having all the feet inside the feeding trough. But you can see the way I've done, I'm just limiting it. There is no way it will be able to, you can see, there is no way it will be comfortable. It can't be able to have all the feet inside. So most likely they will be like that way. I want them to be feeding on like that way. Only the front feet, the forefront, legs. Well, the English is not Englishing, but hope you understand. So I'm back in the village, and that's the case. That's what I came to do today, and I brought them some fins. And I'm going to be taking these piglets to someone that, a friend of mine that has bought them, the 2 of them. So I'll be updating you on my pig project as the time goes on, so that you can get tips just to know more about pig farming. So while I feed them, I'll show you how I wanted them to be feeding, the position I wanted them to be feeding. So I'll show you. Let me get finished with this part, because I have to bite this metal bar to this other metal bar, even to strengthen these ones. So I'll be showing you once I'm done. So this is exactly how I wanted it. So you can see they are feeding when they are not inside the trough. That's how I wanted it. So that one prevent diarrhea, because when piglets usually when they feed, when they are stepping on the feeding trough, so they maybe previously they had stepped on their droppings, then they step on the fins and the heat. So that causes diarrhea in piglets, and so when it is like this, you'll mind the noise from the pigs from the other pig pen. So offend them before the time. That's why you can hear the noise. So the other pigs thinks it is time to feed them, but it is not time. It is at 2:59 p.m. Kenyan time. It is almost 3 p.m. Kenyan time. So you can see this one, at least they are feeding very comfortably. I've already removed the two males that I told you I'm going to sell. So you can see they are comfortably feeding, and they are not stepping on the feeding trough. Yeah, these are untended. You can see they are feeding very comfortably. They are not stepping with their own feet on the feeding trough. You can see the metallic bar that I've put in place. They are just perfectly doing the work I wanted. So you can see, and even each and every piglet got its own space. They can't bite each other. This one is so dope. So that is it. That's how I wanted it. Wow. You can see previously they used to feed like this, but you see I will be putting fins from this part or this to this side. So even this one, when it steps on the feeding trough, it can't step on the fins. You see previously the way that one was stepping, they were just arranging themselves badly, and they will step on the fins. So with time I'll get some more metal bars, and I'll position them here. So if you have more piglets, these are a good idea that you can use. So you can see, can you see? They can't step on the feeding trough anymore with their forelegs, just the front legs, because of the span of this concrete. So they can't be able to feed. But as they grow, they are going just to be feeding when they are from outside, and they'll just be having their head inside the trough. So this one is so dope. Can you imagine these piglets are just 2 months? Like I told you can see the pig pen is so dry on this part, and they usually sleep on this area. But where they usually place their droppings and the urine, that's why you can see from the far head. You can see the urine and their droppings. But where they usually sleep is so dry. You can see this area is so dry, and where they feed from. So this one is so good. And these pigs are going to be getting their share comfortably. Each and every pig will just be getting enough share, because now they can't be able to fight each other when they are feeding. They'll just have to feed very comfortably. So this is my dance cow. This is a calf. And we got the one that my mom usually milk. And this is my big pigs. These are good. So hi. Say to these beautiful people, tell them to subscribe to my channel. And I got this one, like I've been showing you these pics now and then on my YouTube channel, and this the other project, the goat project. So you can see this one got a young one, a kid, yeah, a young one of a goat. I know, if I can recall, it's a kid. Say hi to these people. Say hi. So you can see it is a blissful, yet a sacred. And I got this one too, got a kid. And we got the bebeluya, the male. You can see it got these the devils, and this one. So that is it. So let's catch up in another video, my beautiful people. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment. Bye bye.